The NBA is a league that will always be driven by stars. With basketball being 5-on-5 and players playing both offense and defense, one or two players on many occasions can dictate the outcome of games. Though that's what's so unique about the Indiana Pacers. While they have two All-Stars who have made All-NBA teams in Tyrese Haliburton and Pascal Siakam, some of their lesser heralded players have played a massive role in helping send these NBA Finals to a seventh game. I'm going to take a deeper dive and highlight those players and show why the Pacers' current model looks like an ideal one in the current NBA landscape. In the Pacers' decisive Game 6 win against the Oklahoma City Thunder, their defense was on full display, though they had incredibly balanced scoring with 6 players scoring 10 or more points. This included Haliburton playing through a calf strain and Siakam, but also the likes of Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, TJ McConnell, and Obi Toppin. Those 4 players have been major factors for the Pacers not only in these finals, but their entire playoff run. It's also notable how they got these players as well. I broke down Nesmith's game in a video earlier these playoffs, but he joined the Pacers in 2022 via a trade that sent the Celtics Malcolm Brogdon. He's emerged as a valuable starter for the Pacers since, and in these playoffs has shot just under 50% from 3, while also providing valuable defensive versatility with the ability to defend various positions. Nemhart was selected by the Pacers in the second round of the 2022 draft and quickly established himself as a starter, and has since emerged as a 16-game player, which is high praise to describe someone who elevates their game in the postseason. Andrew's scoring is the first sign of evidence here. Through 208 regular season games, Nemhart averages just under 10 points a game, with an effective field goal percentage, which adjusts for threes being worth more than twos, of 52% while shooting 34% from deep. Across the Pacers' playoff runs these last 2 seasons, his points per game has jumped by nearly 4 points, and his effective field goal percentage is just under 60%, while shooting 47% from 3 in that span, though he also does the little things offensively as well. Nemhart here is bringing the ball up and quickly gets the ball to Obi Toppin and receives it back for what's supposed to act like a quick pick and roll. As Andrew starts working downhill, notice the attention he has attracted. There are 3 Thunder defenders focused on him. Is Alex Caruso stuck with him? Isaiah Hartenstein, who is defending Obi, dropped in coverage to help. And Aaron Wiggins is rotating to cut off the drive. Though this type of attention creates an advantage. As Andrew touches the paint, you can see Cason Wallace rotating the closeout on Aaron Nesmith in the left corner, as you don't want to leave someone making half of his threes open. Though the Pacers have 2 other players open in the left and right slots respectively. Nemhart looks at the potential shot, but kicks it back out to Toppin, who hits the clean look from 3. Most notably, Nemhart has been playing fantastic defense against the league MVP and his Canadian national teammate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Per the NBA's tracking data, he's defended Shai for around 267 possessions across 6 games. In that span, he's held SGA to 41% shooting on 51 attempts, and the MVP has committed 12 of his 23 turnovers this series when defended by him, though a variety of things like picking him up full court and screen navigation have helped contain him. Nemhart here is picking up Shai around half court, which is a little farther back than we've seen so far this series. The MVP attacks immediately, but Andrew cuts him off and makes him bring the ball back out as he waits for the Hartenstein screen, though Nemhart works right through it, and while Shai might have been hoping for some space or a switch, he got neither here. SGA works downhill into the paint and tries working into Andrew's body, but Nemhart strips the ball loose, which leads to a Pacers steal. Obi Toppin was the 8th pick in the 2020 draft by the New York Knicks, but with an established power forward in Julius Randle, played just 15 minutes a game in his 3 years there. The Pacers acquired Obi in the summer of 2023 for 2 second-round picks and have done a better job of incorporating his skill set. With the Knicks, Toppin spent a lot of his time camped out on the perimeter and using his athleticism in transition. The majority of his offense with the Pacers comes off spot-ups and in transition, but they've done a better job involving him in other facets. The team uses him more on cuts, and also has incorporated Obi more as a roll man, whether it's to the basket or out of pick and pop. While a 6-game sample is small, it's also worth noting that of the Pacers' 4-man lineups that have played 20 or more minutes together these finals, Toppin is in 4 of their 7 best in terms of net rating, including the top 3. It's also notable that a few of these include Toppin playing with Pascal Siakam, as the team can resort to the two sharing the floor if they want a smaller lineup. Then there's TJ McConnell. The second longest tenured Pacer on this roster got his start in the NBA as an undrafted free agent with the Philadelphia 76ers during the process, and signed with the Pacers in free agency in 2019, and has carved out quite a career. TJ's game isn't flashy, but he does all the little things on the floor, and consistently brings energy that's contagious. While he doesn't shoot many threes, McConnell's been ridiculously efficient shooting in the mid-range these playoffs. He's made 59% of his shots 10 to 16 feet from the basket, and 60% of his shots from 16 feet to the three-point line, and he's had a lot of success getting to these in pick and roll. Pascal Siakam's handling the ball and passes it to McConnell before going over to set a screen. TJ uses this and accelerates immediately, meaning he's going to get Kenrich Williams switched on to him. McConnell gets into the paint and starts backing Williams down, but brings the ball out. The one thing TJ's fantastic at is getting to his spots. After bringing it out, McConnell initially goes left, but changes direction at the right elbow. This buys just a split second, but look what it did. TJ's getting into his shot before Williams can even get a hand up, and it leads to a 15-foot jumper. Despite playing just 19 minutes a game in these finals, McConnell's managed to average over 2 steals a game. His 14 steals this series are currently tied for the 17th most in a finals, and you can see some pretty notable names here. And with multiple steals in Game 7, he could work his way into the top 5. He's done a fantastic job racking these up on entry passes or when in transition, but will also rotate to help, stick with cutters, and jump passing lanes. With many NBA teams looking to avoid the various tax aprons due to high-priced stars, this is an interesting wrinkle the Pacers have going for them. The 4 players mentioned in Nesmith, Nemhart, Toppin, and McConnell are slated to make a combined $53 million next season. Per spot rack, that should make up around 34.5% of the cap next year, though many teams are having trouble finding depth to pair with their stars. The Pacers have found this and currently have 4 contributors under contract for multiple years on favorable deals to complement their all-stars. Last year, when the Pacers made their conference finals run, some had questions about whether this team was a true contender. Considering a year later they're going to be playing in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, it's safe to say this is no fluke. With 2 All-Stars, the team expected to re-sign Miles Turner in the offseason, and this core group of lesser heralded but highly impactful rotation players under contract for multiple years. Regardless of the Game 7 outcome, this Pacers team has a foundation that should make them a threat in the Eastern Conference for the foreseeable future. If you made it this far, thank you, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on my in-depth analysis throughout the 2025 NBA playoffs.